This is the 2023 Toyota GR Corolla. This thing is incredible. This is the most anticipated sports car of the year, I think. So we have a Corolla, but this isn't any Corolla. This is actually made on a separate assembly line in Japan, and this is assembled on the same assembly line as the Toyota LFA was, and also the GR Yaris. So this is a lot of hand-built componentry in this. And some of the basics are, this is a 3-cylinder engine. It's 1.6 liters. It makes 300 horsepower at 6,500 RPM. That is incredible. This makes the same power output per liter as the Bugatti Chiron, 188 horsepower per liter. That's insane. It makes 273 pound-feet of torque. It goes from 3,000 RPM up to 5,500. You're getting the maximum torque. So this is going to be a very peaky engine. This is like an old school engine from the 80s and 90s. It's got a single scroll turbo. So this is going to be peaky. You need to keep this thing unboiled to get it going, and that is going to be, I think, part of the excitement of this car. This comes in 2 different editions. So what we've got here is the Circuit Edition, and there's a couple differences. We've got this hood with a bulge, and we have these vents. These are all functional. This is going to be for heat extraction. This is also going to reduce pressure underneath the hood too. And this also has a carbon fiber roof. The one that we saw last night actually had a big spoiler on it. This one doesn't. So these are pre-production vehicles, but the Circuit Edition is going to have a big spoiler on the back like we saw last night. And mechanically, they're pretty much the same, but the Circuit Edition also gets 2 LSDs. It gets 2 Torsen LSDs, one in the front, one in the back. Now the base edition is called the Core, and you can also get all these parts. You can't actually get the spoiler, but you can get the LSD as an option too. So this is a rally bred car. This is basically a car that is meant for gravel. It's also meant for the track. And this is a 6-speed manual only. It has an all-wheel drive system, and you can split the torque from the front to the back in a couple different ways. You can go 60-40 for daily driving, so you're going to have 60% of your torque at the front. You can go 50-50, which Toyota says is for track use, and you can go 70-30. So this is going to be a rear bias, sort of a rear-wheel drive feeling kind of car when you're on gravel, when you want to basically hoon it a little bit. And that is so cool, so exciting. And what I like about this car is there's really no competition for this car in the marketplace. When you think about it, the STI, it's gone. There is no STI for the current generation. Now you've got the Golf R, which of course is all-wheel drive, has similar power too, but that's more of a luxury car. There's really nothing else like this in the market, and that's why this car is so special. So the interior is, of course, a little bit different than the regular Corolla as well, but it's mainly the same. But what we, of course, have right here is this manual transmission. This is a 6-speed manual transmission. It does have rev matching. Ooh, that feels really good. It feels really solid, really precise. Oh, that is something special. And it only comes with the manual transmission, so that's exciting. We've got a parking brake. Hallelujah, check this out. A real parking brake, none of that e-brake nonsense. Now the seats are different too. These are very supportive. These are manual adjustable seats. You've got 6-way adjustments, and you've got pretty good bolstering on the sides here and also here. Very comfortable. This is a nice place to spend some time. Everything falls right at hand. Of course, the steering wheel is a little bit different too. You've got the GR logo over here, and really, this is pretty much just like a regular Corolla inside except for the seats. And the instrument display in front of me, this is very bright. This is a TFT display, so this is sort of the next generation of display technologies. And it's super bright, and it's going to be able to give you a lot of different information. This is a nice place to spend some time, and I really like the layout of this. These seats are suede type of material. They're pretty grippy, and there's no heating. They are heated, actually. They're heated, but there's no cooling in here. So let's take a look at the back. Nothing really to write home about here. Pretty much a standard Corolla back seat. This is a hatchback. I don't think you're really buying this car to do a lot of stuff, but you can put people back here. There's a little bit of knee room, a little bit of headroom, and let me show you the hatch. Again, this is a fairly functional vehicle. This is fairly raised up. You've got some little storage space over here. There's the battery under here. They put the battery in the back, they relocated it, and that's pretty much it. You're not gonna get a ton of storage here, but you're not buying this car for storage. You're buying this car for fun, and it's still practical. The design of this thing is absolutely insane, and I love it. We have these huge fender flares that start back here with this bespoke bumper. We have a black insert into the bumper. This is sort of a glossy black. And we have a muffler that has 3 ports on it. And it is specially tuned to release or reduce back pressure. So the center pipe goes all the way to the front, and it's pretty much direct, and so when the valve opens up, as I understand it, you're going to reduce back pressure and you're going to get a lot of sound out of here. It does sound really good. I don't think we can start it up today, but that's kind of a bummer. And we've got little vents back here too, so this is everything on here. All the aero is really functional. And I just, oh my God, these fenders are insane. Look at how far away they come from the body. It's like a good 6 inches coming away from the body here, and this just blends right into the door. So aggressive, so aggressive. And we've got 18-inch wheels and tires over here. These are 235 40/18s. These are summer tires. These are going to be very grippy tires. I was talking with Toyota yesterday, and they said it's actually pretty difficult to get this car loose on tarmac, on pavement. Pretty easy on gravel, but there's so much grip. There's so much mechanical grip in this car. And we have these lower rocker sills over here, which have the GR4 emblazoned on them. These look so cool, so aggressive. And then the front, the whole front of the car is different than the regular Corolla. We have these insane fender flares over here, and we also have vents over here, so everything is functional. So we're going to be able to reduce some pressure under the wheel well, and this is actually going to aid stability of the car when you're going fast. And this flows into this insane front bumper over here. You got some functional aero here too, again, gonna give you some cooling. And then we have this bespoke grille with this sort of hexagonal pattern. Very aggressive. I think the only thing that's really pretty much the same as the regular Corolla are the headlights. We have the same design with the headlights. We've got the same front logo right over here. And we do have a lower air dam, sort of lip type thing. And actually way back there on the intercooler, you can see, hopefully, it says GR4. So this tells you this is an all-wheel drive system. And then on this particular edition, this is the Circuit Edition, we get a slightly different hood with this bulge, and then we have these vents for air extraction and heat extraction. So there's 2 different models. This is the Circuit Edition. There's going to be 1,500 of these made, and this is going to be a one and done type deal. So it's going to be a 2023 model only. If you want to get the Circuit Edition, you have to get it as the first year. And then on the regular, the Core, they're going to make about 5,100. I think that's the production number for estimated for the first year. I've got another video talking to the chief engineer for this car, so stay tuned for that. Please subscribe. My name is Eric. See you in the next video.